our summer programming. Coach Rachel here. I hope you are having a good time at home. How'd you do with your mirror assignment? Did you spend that time in the mirror noticing all the wonderful things about yourself? I hope so, and I hope you journaled it. This week, in our mindfulness portion, remember I told you mindfulness is paying attention on purpose. And this week, we are going to be paying attention to our thoughts. So check out this quick clip on your thoughts and then meet me back here.
You are not your thoughts. Every day, we have thousands of thoughts, emotions, urges, memories, and feelings. From the time we wake up in the morning, all throughout the day, to when we lay down to sleep at night. No matter who we are, we all have thoughts swirling around in our heads. We even think and feel in our dreams. Often, we don't realize how many thoughts we are having, and we get lost in them. Sometimes we're not even aware that we're thinking. We seem to be swimming in a sea of our own thoughts. When we are surrounded by our thoughts, it's easy to get caught up in them and react automatically, sometimes in ways we don't even mean to react. We might hold on to some thoughts, even when we don't want to, and it can feel like our thoughts are overwhelming. But thoughts are not facts, and they are not always true, even if they seem to be. Next time you feel caught up in your thoughts, try paying attention to them with curiosity and not judgment. It doesn't matter if they are true or false, right or wrong, just notice them. How fast or slow are they? Are they all very different from each other? Or perhaps you're having the same ones over and over again. Maybe they're even focused on one theme. Some of these thoughts may be unwanted. But instead of reacting to them, notice what happens to your body sensations and your emotions when you have these thoughts. Perhaps you will notice if they are bringing you closer to or further away from what is important to you or the goals you have for yourself. Observing your thoughts is a skill that takes practice, like playing an instrument. Sometimes it'll be easy for you to be able to notice and respond to your thoughts. Other times, you might have to work really hard to get some distance from them. You might even have to keep letting go of the same unwanted thought over and over again. But don't give up. Keep trying. Like waves in the ocean, thoughts are always passing through our minds and can affect how we feel and what we do. But they are not us, and we are not our thoughts. Learning to be aware of our thoughts can allow us to respond with more choice instead of reacting in ways we may regret. Observing our thoughts gives us some distance to see how our thoughts make us feel. We can then choose to act in ways that bring us closer to the things and the people that are important to us. Remember, you are not your thoughts. Try observing your thoughts with curiosity. Try it right now.
Did you know all of that about your thoughts? Did you know that you're always thinking? Do you ever pay attention to your thoughts? This week, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to set a timer for 2 to 3 minutes, 3 minutes tops. And I just want you to write your thoughts out. Don't judge them. Don't let them upset you. Maybe they'll make you feel happy. I want you to write the thoughts out and pay attention to if the thoughts repeat over and over, or if they make you smile, or if they make you remember a good time, or maybe your thoughts make you frustrated. Whatever those thoughts are, I just want you to practice writing them down this week. At least 3 thoughts from 3 minutes of quiet time. All right, now let's hop into our physical fitness activity. So today we are going to do a physical activity where we are going to work on our coordination, our upper body, and our lower body strength, okay? So I have 2 bags, one here and then one over here about 10 feet away. So maybe you set it up in your living room or your basement or your bedroom, but you want to put either bags or maybe baskets and you want to spread them out. Then I took a bunch of socks. Here I lined up 6 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs. And I also have a bunch of them in this bag. So what I'm going to do is a crab walk. A crab walk looks like this. You're going to get down on the floor, hands under you, and you're going to try to keep your hips lifted off the floor, and you're going to move back and forth. So you can travel going sideways, you can travel going forward, or you can travel going backwards. And what you're going to do is transfer the socks or the toys or whatever object that you choose. You want to take them out of the bag, onto your lap, and travel to the other basket. When you get to the other basket, make sure you keep your hips up the whole time. You're going to drop the sock in there, and then you're going to hop over your objects back to the start. So I'll do it again. Get down into a crab walk. Put the object on your lap. You're going to travel. If you drop it, that's okay. Just pick it up, put it back, and keep traveling. Transfer to the other basket, and then hop back to the beginning. So you want to set a timer for 1 minute and see how many you can get done. And then maybe challenge your parents or your siblings or your friends to do the same thing, okay? So that's our physical activity. Now, I'm gonna send you guys over to Miss Akila, who's gonna show you how she's growing some nice vegetables in her garden. All right? See you soon.
I'm Miss Akila, and this is
Zora.
And today we are going to plant some herbs. Are you ready? The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get what we need. What do we need to plant herbs? What are the first things we need?
Water. Seed. Soil.
Soil, yes. So what are we going to put it in?
A plant pot.
A plant pot. Now the soil works like magic. This little disc, once it's in water, will expand and get really big. And that's what we're going to use to plant the herb seeds. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Bubbly.
It's expanding.
Orange.
So now that the soil has expanded, we are going to put the soil in the plant pot. Are you ready?
Oh God.
Whoa. So now we're going to add the seeds. And the first one we're going to add is the oregano. Since we are going to add these seeds, it's going to grow in a couple of weeks, right? So think of this. When you make a goal, it's like planting a seed. You have to water it, you have to nurture it, do things to meet that goal. And then eventually the goal will happen. Just like eventually the seeds will grow. Do you agree? So what's one goal that you want to set for this summer before you start kindergarten?
So one of my goals is to learn how to read before I go to kindergarten.
Okay, so since that's a goal, she has to plant the seeds. What are some of the things you can do to plant the seeds so that goal happens?
Read a book every day.
And practice writing words, right? Yes. So it takes a lot of effort to meet a goal. But once that goal happens, it's so awesome, right? Okay, so now let's get into planting these seeds. Zora did a really good job of putting all the soil into the plant pot. So how do we know which one is this? Don't we have to label it?
Yeah.
So we're going to call this one oregano. So we're going to stick that right into the soil. So this one is done. Now we have 3 more to go. We're gonna do it super, super fast. Are you ready?
I got them in.
Cilantro. So the soil is expanding pretty fast. It's like magic.
Yeah, it's like magic, but it's actually a trick.
So I think there's a science in it, but the soil is expanding and expanding. Are you excited?
This is like an experiment when this is like a cool experiment.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is the last one, guys. We're doing parsley.
Make sure you always plant your seed with water. And that's the last thing we probably need to do.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're done. And this is what it looks like.
All right, so we have oregano, we have sweet basil, cilantro, and we have,
Parsley.
okay,
It's
so we
healthy
have
for you.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4 of them. So guys, this is what's gonna happen. We are going to track its growth over the next couple of weeks. And when it starts to grow and you start to see leaves come out, then we're gonna do another video showing how it's grown.
I think it'll be fun.
So are we ready to plant our goals so that they can grow? All right. So one thing we want you to do, me and Zora, is plant your goals for the summer. And by the end of the summer, hopefully you meet them. And it feels so good when you do. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Bye. That was awesome.
I know.
Hey, what's up, Junior Chefs? It's Chef JoJo. I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. I'm really excited to talk about today's featured recipe, which is my famous strawberry and chocolate chip muffins. So in the meantime, I'm going to have you guys go to the kitchen. Like always, we're going to wash our hands for 20 seconds with warm water. And I'm going to put on my chef jacket and my apron, and we're going to get started. So I'll see you guys soon, okay? Alright guys, welcome back. So like I said before, we're doing a really cool recipe today. We're making healthy strawberry and chocolate chip muffins. Here's some of our base ingredients. So we have 1.5 cups of flour. We have 1/2 cup of oats, uncooked oatmeal basically. And I have 1 cup of chopped up strawberries and 1 whole banana that I cut up into really small pieces. In here, I have some chocolate chips. I have a mixture of baking powder and baking soda. So about 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And 1 cup of Greek yogurt. And one new addition that I'm adding to my own recipe is dry cherries. Oh, I'm sorry, dry cranberries. So I like that tart flavor that it gives. And we'll also be adding a little vanilla extract and honey. So instead of using regular sugar, I'm adding the honey because it's a healthier option, and also the banana. That's going to give it a natural sweetness. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to add our ingredients. So all we would need is a whisk to help mix, and then also a rubber spatula. So I'm going to add my oats with our flour and our baking soda and baking powder. So we're going to add all of our dry ingredients first. Alright, and our Greek yogurt. Now this recipe is really cool for both age groups. So for my 5 to 8 year olds, you all could help with the mixing. And some of our older chefs, our older junior chefs, the 9 and 12-year-olds, you all can help with cutting up the strawberries and the bananas, and also the measuring. So I'm mixing up my yogurt with all of my dry ingredients. And one item that I forgot to mention before, and my apologies for that, is an egg. So I'm going to crack this egg and add that. And we're going to continue to mix. And when you're mixing at home, just make sure you take your time. Take your time. You don't want to make a mess. So just take your time. We're going to add our fruit. So our bananas and our strawberries. And as we mash our bananas, that's going to help to smooth out our base. So it's going to start to loosen up a little bit. Right, so now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. Try to get all that honey in. And about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Well, a teaspoon and a half. Let me mix. We're gonna mix again. All right, now we're gonna add our chocolate chips, and I'm gonna add half of my cranberries because I'm gonna add some on top of the muffins before I put it in the oven. Mix it up some more. And here we are. So next up, we're going to add our muffin mix to our muffin pan with some little muffin holders. And we're going to make sure that we spray all of our muffin holders with some non-stick spray, like this, like Pam. And going to put it in our oven, preheated at 350 degrees. So I'm going to add my mix to my pan, and we're going to see how these muffins come out. Alright, so stay tuned, guys. Alright, guys, my muffins are done. I had them baking in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. So they're looking really good to me. So I'm going to put them to the side, let them cool off. And I'm going to try it, and we're going to talk about our take-home assignment, okay? So stay tuned. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's activity as much as I did. And I have a couple of assignments for you guys to do when you go home too. So whenever you make the muffins, I want you all to practice presentation. So presentation is when you make a dish and you make it look really nice and it's very appealing. So take a look at my muffins and the way that I plated it up with my strawberries and my chocolate and my 2 muffins right here. This is called presentation. This is so if you want to make a muffin for someone who you love, like your mom or your grandfather or a brother or sister, you want to present it to them in a nice way where it looks nice like this. So that's one assignment. And the second assignment is to continue our recipe book. And I have right here a picture of the muffin and strawberries and chocolate, and then a list of the ingredients. So let's work on that during the week, and looking forward to seeing you all soon. All right, take care.